Hello and welcome to the CyberGamer League. My name is Maya Kana, and I'm really happy to be casting one of this. And this is the Dota 2 Pro League's open ladder for the CyberGamer, proudly brought to you by Sound Blaster. We are gonna see a best of one between the current 11th position MTS Gaming and the 8th position let me try to recall the names. Overrated. They do have a stand-in as well. I'm using a
10
new
seconds remaining.
overlay. I do apologize. Have to work it out a bit. I will move it for you guys now.
Radiant team, ban.
There we go. I'll have to fix that overlay in a bit, but I do hope you guys can see of what
10 seconds
most of what's going on.
remaining.
So very quickly, overrated. Gonna ban out the
5
Banner, gonna
seconds
ban out the Invoker
remaining.
as well, and MTS Gaming, they are gonna ban out
Dire team, pick.
newly introduced Amber Spirit as well as the Timsaw. So Invoker, I have seen him in many games recently, and it it is a good ban or else a good pickup here. MTS Gaming, they have discussed it before. I'm pretty close to them. I've known them for quite a while, and they are gonna ban out the Amber Spirit because they are not gonna get the first pick in the round. The Timbersaw, of course, a good hero to always ban or pick, and so MTS Gaming choosing to ban him out. And for those who are on my Twitch, thank you very much for tuning in. Um, you can actually access Moobot as well.
10 seconds
You should be
remaining.
able to see some of the commands here, and I'll just paste it onto the Twitch chat for you right now.
Dire team, pick.
So MTS Gaming going very aggressive with that Lion as well as Bristleback pickup. I do know that Bristleback should probably be played by Royman, and Lion's gonna be played by Murph. On I have not actually seen overrated play before, but I do know they have an SYF stand-in, and that is Kings.
10
And I've
seconds
seen Styles play
remaining.
as well, so they are MTS Gaming is going up against a
5
very strong
seconds
team here.
remaining.
Team Overrated. They have played pretty well,
Dire team,
and
ban.
I've actually talked to Murph, and Murph was telling me that before this match,
Radiant
this is going to
team,
be a good game.
ban.
Because they either lose or win this. MTS Gaming has
Radiant
gone
team,
8-0
ban.
right now, and might see them lose their first match against Overrated. But when you lose a match, you actually learn from it as well.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
But I do. That's me checking the audio there for the Twitch viewers, and now we are gonna see more bands here. But firstly, the picks by Overrated, Visage as well as Mirana. Not too sure if if MTS Gaming is gonna let slip Alchemist in, but it looks like they have banned out immediately the Bane after that Mirana pick. So we are gonna see more bans such as the Pugna. We really don't want to play up against the partner because he can destroy
10
towers, he
seconds
can mow down creep
remaining.
really quickly as well, and his nether ward just does
5
so much damage.
seconds
But
remaining.
he could have been picked up to actually go against the Bristleback because every time Bristleback spams his spells, and that's what a Bristleback wants to do. Every time that those spells get spammed, he gets damage from the nether ward by Pugna as well. But no, Overrated's gonna ban him out. They're gonna ban out AA as well, who has some competitive play over the past few weeks. And MTS Gaming gonna ban out the Bane in answer to that Mirana pick, as well as the Clockwork. So Clockwork,
10
if
seconds
comboed well with
remaining.
Mirana, can be quite deadly because Mirana using her
5
Moonlight Shadow
5
can
seconds
actually
remaining.
enable Clockwork, can actually help set up for
Radiant
Clockwork Hook,
team
and that is
pick.
really dangerous. I really love Overrated's lineup right now, or at least the three heroes that they have. They do have the Mirana with the Moonlight Shadow, as well as the Nyx Assassin with that level 6, or rather that level 6 unlock Vendetta. So Vendetta, such a good spell, and basically Invis Heroes just forces MTS Gaming to
10 seconds,
buy
10
wards,
seconds
buy detection
remaining.
all the time. And once
5 seconds
Mirana as well as Nyx Assassin
remaining.
hit level 6 in the game,
Reserve
MTS Gaming
time.
just has to step up their game. They have to be really careful. They have to be calling, missing. They have to have detection on them at all times. And by forcing MTS Gaming to buy detection just makes them take a step back in their economy. You need to spend money on the wards. You need to spend money on the excuse me, on the dust as well. Very interesting. I love this disruptor pickup by MTS Gaming. I've played with them once or twice. Stood in for them as well. But I've not actually seen them play disruptor. So it might be flame playing the disruptor here. Usually how MTS Gaming terms of their roles go, they have Merv on support as well as Flame. Flame is pretty strong support. He's a ganker kind of support as well. Andytron generally goes mid lane. Troyman goes off lane if I'm not wrong in this time round, and Axel will go carry. So it waits to be seen
Dire
who's gonna go
team
carry
pick.
for MTS Gaming right now, because they do pick up a Slada after quite a bit of consideration. The Slada will actually help to detect Mirana and like Shadow. If he gets his amplify damage off, it provides true sight as well. And so if they manage to get it off the next assassin, he is going to be in a bit of trouble because he will not be able
10
to Vendetta
seconds, 10
away.
seconds remaining.
That's it. Amplify damage does a
5
lot of
seconds
does
remaining.
give other bonuses apart from just true sight as well. Its primary
Reserve
purpose is to
time.
actually reduce enemy armor, and that's a lot of reduction. 10 point armor reduction early game just wrecks anyone. And right now we are just waiting for Overrated to pick their fourth hero here. They might pick a mid laner. Mirana might go mid lane. I've seen that in the previous game that I casted, but maybe Nyx Assassin might go mid lane as well. But if he's gonna go mid lane, who is he gonna go up against? He is gonna go up against Andytron Senpai. And MTS Gaming will pick a very strong mid lane hero for Andytron. So once again, shoutouts. Shoutouts to Newlander95. Thanks for tuning in. Newlander is also part of the MTS team. And also shout out to Mr. Fahrenheit. Thank you for the wonderful time that I. So basically, the backstory is that I went to Australia. I just got back, and I've been traveling around Australia. I've met
Radiant
Mr.
team
Fahrenheit. I've met
ban.
Newlander. I've met most of the MTS guys. Really grateful for them showing me around, and shout out to both of you. And there we go, the fourth pickup here, Earthshaker. Really interesting. Looks like Earthshaker will be
10
comboed with
seconds
Visage,
remaining.
Mirana off lane, Nyx Assassin mid lane. That leaves a
5
hard
seconds.
carry to be
5
picked up. Not
seconds
necessarily a hard carry,
remaining.
a safe lane farmer to be picked up by
Reserve
Overrated.
time.
Now MTS gonna have to ban out one last hero. They will be looking to ban out the hard carry here. Mirana is not that hard of carry unless she progresses well into her late game. And looks like MTS Gaming gonna ban out the Storm
Dire
instead.
team
So they don't
ban.
will we see Andytron pick up his puck here? Known for his puck, by the way. Um the Storm Spirit ban here is kind of awkward. I thought that, they would actually MTS Gaming
Radiant
would
team
actually ban out
pick.
a hard carry, maybe like the Lifestealer, maybe like AM. The hard carries, maybe a Weaver, because that's just gonna be so annoying with with heroes that can go in Vis. And they said 3 heroes that can go in Vis, but Mirana's Moonlight Shadow is global. So MTS Gaming going to pick
10
up their last
seconds
hero right now.
remaining.
I'll be really surprised if it's not a Puck, if it
5
could be a Queen
seconds
of Pain as well.
remaining.
Could be a Tinker. Yeah, that's right. A Tinker would combo kind of well with the Brickster
Reserve
back as well,
time.
and it's gonna provide MTS Gaming with that push power. But no, there we go. That I call it.
Dire
It's gonna be
team
Andytron
pick.
Senpai's puck. I am so happy right now. So whoever's gonna go mid lane up against Andytron right now is gonna might have a hard time. Puck does have quite a bit of crowd control as well. You're gonna see MTS Gaming Stada blink into Slithering Crush into the Lions excuse me, into the Lions
10
of
seconds
Spike, and then Kinetic
remaining.
Field hold everyone in, and of course the
Templar
use of the
Assassin.
Static Storm. Then Puck comes in with the silence as well, and that's gonna be huge. That silence is gonna actually prevent Earthshaker from actually using his Echo Slam. So if Puck gets in at the right time, Earthshaker blinks in. He can potentially be silenced by both the Static Storm as well as the Puck's Waning Rift. Gonna wait for the teams to pick up their heroes right now. Wait a minute. Andytron's going Bristleback. This is going to be so much more awesome than what I've originally imagined. So Flame's gonna go mid lane with Puck, and he's gonna go up against Kings on the Templar Assassin there. I have the customary pause here, and this will give me some time to actually call out the actually introduce the teams to you. Murph. So on MTS on the rated side, we have MTS Gaming, Murph on the Disruptor, Andy Tron on the Bristleback, Troyman on the Lion, Flame on the Puck, Axel on the Slada, and that's gonna be a carry Slada as well, I believe. And over on the Dire side, Team Overrated, we have Rubberducky on the Mirana, Kings, the stand-in on Templar Assassin, Peppers, the Sarge, all good on the next Assassin, and Styles with that awesome smiley face on the Earthshaker. So we are gonna wait for the team's position, and just checking my overlays. Thank you very much once again for tuning in on my Twitch channel, everyone. My name is Maya Arcana, and this is the CyberGamer Open League for Dota 2. In 8th position, we have Team Overrated on the Dire side, and in the 11th position, we have MTS Gaming. This game has been the MTS boys have been talking to me. I shouldn't have used boys. I do apologize. The MTS guys have been talking to me about this match for about 10 minutes today before the game
30
started.
seconds
They're
to
really
battle.
excited to play this game, and wow, I am looking at the lanes right now, and wow, my predictions have just. I need to eat my words right now. Why you do this to me, Andytron Senpai? So Flame is going to go off lane with Troy on the Lion here, and Bristleback. Andytron is gonna play the Bristleback mid lane. It is just gonna wreck a Templar Assassin right now with those refraction. Excuse me. Those refraction charges going to die really quickly, and then we're gonna have Slada as well as Disruptor, a potentially fatal, very lethal combo here. The Lion's gonna go mid lane as well. Troy's gonna rotate to bottom. He just placed the ward up here, and over on Team Overrated, they opted for the 3-1-1, where the Visage Earthshaker is gonna protect the Mirana here, and Templar Assassin mid and Nyx Assassin off lane. So he's gonna go up against heroes potentially dangerous for him as well. Flame, however, he's gonna have a kind of easy time here. He does have phase shift, not skilled yet, but he can potentially skill it anytime he wants. Shaker has a Fisher up on him. Rubberducky has that Sacred Arrow, so Overrated going to look for that. They are just going to look for chain stuns here. Dodge has Grave Chill up, and Flame is going to Rubberducky waiting for the arrow. No, he's not going to go for the arrow. He's going to just right click right now. And I want to see Andytron's got level 2 right now. King as well has level 2, so he's gonna be standing those refraction charges, and look how fast those refraction charges just go down. Just a few hits and a quill spray from Andytron, and those refraction charges just drop. Nyx Assassin not doing so well right now. He has the creeps pushed up to his lane. Phase shift used by Flame on top lane here, but no backup actually by Team Overrated. Pepper's just gonna right click him, force Flame a bit out of the way. And on bot lane, back to bot lane again, all good. Gonna try to get, yes, he's getting his levels kind of quickly as well, but still, you know, he has to be very careful. He cannot go too close to Axel because Axel will crush him. I mean, look at the range on the crush. It is a fair bit. And you know, once you get Slithering Crush, that sets up for Kinetic Field as well, and Nyx Assassin doesn't have the highest of early game. However, in mid lane, Bristleback doing really well with 11 last hits and 1 deny. That's actually forcing, look at that, Templar Assassin just forced to back off a bit. 5 last hits, 6, 7 last hits right now with 1 deny, and you know, he's not doing too good. He's forced to actually spam his bottle charges to ensure his refraction is kept up, because that provides him damage as well. The double damage rune gets pinged out here, and now will we see? Nope, Murph is just gonna right click all good and force him back to tower, saying, hey no, get away. You know, Axel is just farming. John's gonna rotate down to bot lane. This ward here will not spot out the two poked up heroes here, and now Andytron's in a bit of trouble if he does not know where they are. But Puck, well, Axe Flame on the Puck might have called missing, but still, you know, odds are they actually placed the sentry ward down. They're gonna deward them and gonna deward MTS, and now they're gonna go back into lane. They were not able to get the kill there, and that's not really good because now Andytron's just gonna go ham with that double damage rune. He's gonna try to get some right clicks in, gonna make his life easier as well. And Kings just can't do anything right now. Kings is just hanging around, trying to get the last hits, trying to actually deny Andytron there. But Kings, oh, Andytron just going to stand up there and say, come at me, bruh. Now Murph rotating in, circling in from behind, all good, just saying, you know, you can come at me as well. But really, what can all good do? Doesn't have level 6 just yet. It's gonna be dangerous for him. Doesn't have any form of escape except his spike carapace, and that's just for stun duration of 0.6 seconds. So if MTS Gaming gets their chains, gets their combo off right, Nyx Assassin could potentially first blood.
Denied.
So Troy is gonna come in. Troy's level 3 right now, pretty good. He actually went for the mana drain instead of the hex, so this is going to be a bit of a problem. He's gonna just have to get as much mana as he can, probably just be annoying to the next assassin and steal all his mana. Oh, the flame just misses the arrow there. He probably gets stunned out by the Fisher for a bit, but that's pretty much about it. He's gonna have to try to do some body blocking here. He is sitting on 750 gold, but and has very little mana, so he has to be a bit careful right now. Styles coming in on the Earthshaker. Flame will just phase shift that. On bot lane, pretty much this entire game has been pretty passive right now. Both teams not wanting to overextend. They are just content to farm right now, but Andytron right now is fighting. We see rotations here. Andytron is just fighting with Rabataki for the highest number of last hits. This rotation, the smoke will come out from Team Overrated, and they are gonna wrap around. This is gonna be a very long wrap around here. They don't have boot at all, so they're gonna be walking really slowly. And if Bristleback, will they rotate to find him? No, they are going to rotate around on bot lane, and they will potentially find Troy right now. All good is just hanging back, and Troy reveals that smoke that they have not seen him at all. The one man stun right now, connecting field, and it stops both of them. Axel's dropping really low here, and he's gonna just sprint away in time. Fisher will go down, and that's pretty much about it. Overrated. They have two bots who spend quite a bit of money rotating TP to bot lane, the tower over here, and they got nothing out of that. They did force Axel to back off a bit, but that's pretty much about it. And you know, right now I kind of feel that Axel is really just in this game playing Slada just to ensure the crowd control. And we will see Andy try to go a bit ham here in mid lane. He's gonna actually try to do some damage to Kings here, but Kings does have refraction charges up. He has he has 3 absorb left. And he is going to just hang back a bit because that spray damage just does so much damage and can easily take off his refraction charges. So Andy Tron now asserting his dominance here. He's gonna get the tower down really quickly. Just a few more. It's about 1/4 health left, 1/5 health left, and that's each big party. Just doing so much work there.
Allies disappear.
Like Shadow is used here, and now Nyx Assassin will miss his stun there. He gets blocked in by kinetic field, and yeah, basically MTS playing very carefully right now. Troy is in the jungle, just making sure he gets his XP as well as not leeching from Slada as well as Mer. And that's pretty much about it. Nyx Assassin is level 6. He does have mana boots up. He will be able to go for Vendetta. He can go after Troy, man. He can go after Merv as well on the Disruptor here. But otherwise, this game has been very passive. You have not seen any major ganks. And even then, those ganks kind of failed because the rotations were not worth it at all. Nyx Assassin is going to impale Axel there, and the Fisher will come out. The kinetic field will, however, force OverRated back. They don't want to be caught in that kinetic field so close to the tower, especially with so little left. In terms of last hit, Andy has actually pulled a hit right now with 54 last hits. He has pulled a hit even with that Mirana here. Bot lane, I missed it. Nyx Assassin getting the kill there on Slada here. Really good Fisher coming out from Earthshaker as well, and now Troy going to have to run for his life because there are 3 heroes going after him. If Peppers gets his grave chill off, that will be a dead. I wouldn't say a dead Troy, but you know, a Troy in a lot of trouble.
Missing bottom.
Offensive ward getting placed down here, and now All Good wants to go ham. Cancels the impale here. The Fisher will come out though, and the kinetic field is going to get used by Merv to just force them back. Troy still hanging around. He has full mana, doesn't have that level 6 just yet, so he will not be able to shout the Finger of Death. Right now the rotation, even Puck has rotated. Flame rotating into bot lane. Bristleback getting the kill here on the mid tower. Nope, excuse me. Templar Assassin actually denied the tower, so Andy's gonna feel a bit sore about that because that was a tower he's been grinding away at for a very long time. However, the rest of his team is actually buying him a bit of space. Puck is gone from the top lane, and this leads Rubber Ducky to actually farm, and I don't think that's the best of ideas. Rubber Ducky will catch up very quickly. If he chooses to use Starstorm, which he has, like he has put max points in Starstorm, so Starstorm will be able to help him to farm.
Radiant's middle tower is
Bot
under
lane
attack.
Vendetta up on Nyx Assassin here, no detection, and will we see another kill here? Axel getting blocked in, getting and he's forced out. Forced to go out by the Fisher here, but Nyx Assassin has found someone else to aim. Merv, will he be able to get away in time? Yes, I believe he will. So 4 against Rose at bot lane right now. OverRated, getting the first blood there. And Mirana just happily farming top. Not the most ideal of situations for MTS Gaming, but you know, because they really want to be preventing heroes from heroes like Mirana as well as Templar Assassin from farming, but they do need that silence to prevent the Earthshaker from using his Echo Slam, which he does not yet have because he is level 4. And right now, this offensive ward here just providing so much sight. Nyx Assassin going to get tagged out here by the amplifier damage, and that forces not only that that forces them to Team OverRated to back off. I believe this ward actually gave a bit of sight heroes that were smoked here. And see a glimpse here, and next assassin gonna get forced back here. And a lol coming out from Axel. Really, now Bristleback has actually rotated top to actually stop Rubber Ducky from farming, and that's a good choice. And he's just ahead, and again I missed his kill. What is this, Maya? 3 heroes rushing in after them right now. Troy's gonna hex up, and the static field there. And a nice 3-man stun. The Moonlight Shadow gets used, but there is no detection and Troy's left to die. Well, is going to get caught at the very end of the fissure here. And next assassin on the under Moonlight Shadow. Just look around and
Double
stun.
damage.
So right now, MTS Gaming, they really need some detection around. They do not know of this they do not know of this ward here. And Puck Flame actually rotated top, but the arrow is gonna just narrowly miss both of the heroes on the MTS side. Very good positioning by both of them. And now Andytron as well as Flame gonna just take down the top tower. While Troy going to go in mid lane, get some farm himself, and Slada's just left to farm bot lane by himself. He can potentially just, farm by himself, but I really kind of feel MTS just needs those wards up right now. They only have 1 ward left on the map, and that's pretty much about it. They need some map vision so that heroes like Puck and Bristleback can go hunting. Even Troy on the Lion, once he hits his level 6, he can potentially go after heroes such as the Nyx Assassin, if he doesn't get his damage reflected back to him by Spike Carapace, and all good, it's gonna come in with Vendetta. Axel is gonna get stunned out here, and will he drop? No, one more light click, and Murph with the big plays, the static field and the kinetic field as well as the static storm. Visage, however, gets the kill on Troy here, and now Murph is running for his life there. Fisher does so much damage once again. 5 heroes coming in, get 3 heroes on MTS side here. The rotation's not fast enough from MTS Gaming to actually prevent that from happening, but then again, Bristleback is just farming. He's gonna go for a Vanguard really soon. About 400 gold more. And right now it looks like Overrated gonna have 6 kills under the belt against MTS Gaming 0 kills, and they will take the tower as well. So it remains to be seen as to how MTS wants to play this. They can go for either the towers, they can go for the push strategy, but right now Overrated is just outplaying them. And once again, this is the CyberGamer. My name is Maya. Thank you all for tuning in. Shout out to Cold Blood as well. And also to YSI Gaming. Not too sure about that. I have tried to fix it before, and we will see a Vendetta up here. Now Troy is in a bit of trouble if Rubber Ducky gets the arrow off. They do the ward here will spot everyone out using Moonlight Shadow and the Impale. Oh, will Axel walk into that arrow? Axel, please. He is so lucky he is so near the tower, and he has his teammates behind him, because that is going to scare Team Overrated off. And now they might be going after Bristleback in the mid lane, but he has a haste rune bottle. Will he be able to get away in time? The kinetic field will come up. I don't see Murph playing Disruptor a lot, so it should be good. Not seen him play that before, so I do get the names mixed up a bit for Disruptor. Kinetic field will go up just to push Team Overrated back, and Mirana is just going back to farming. But that is answered by Andytron with a rune, the haste rune on Volvo. The haste rune is going to just make sure he gets to top lane, just scare Rubber Ducky away. Who is going, by the way, for a Desolator, the early game Desolator here. No Hand of Midas, as my friend Tondas would like to see often. But yeah, this Mirana hasn't been farming too well. Look at Andytron, he's flash farming right now with those Bristols, and he's gonna go ham on top lane. He, however, gets stunned out and gets caught out by Nyx Assassin here. Can he actually take Nyx Assassin down? Maybe he can. Right Carapace will cool down for 20 seconds. A TP. Oh, he's gonna Bristleback's gonna just TP away. And Nyx Assassin's just gonna get some farm, steal some farm off that Mirana. Mirana's just gonna TP back to base because she does not have enough mana left. And very interesting. Gonna just get the hammer as well and then go back to farming. I don't really like that idea. I kind of felt that she should have stayed in lane, but without knowing where the Bristleback was, it was just too dangerous. Axel has a quick firing this route. And he's gonna just not too sure if these 4 heroes are gonna go hunt in the jungle or if they are going to just try to take down this tier 2 very quickly. Once again, you know, they can take fights or they can take towers. And it feels right now all 5 of them just grouping up to ensure that the Nyx Assassin cannot gank any one of them. But the downside to this strategy right now of grouping up as 5 is simply that, you know, Mirana is left to free farm. She is quite a bit away from her Desolator. Excuse me. She's about 200 gold away from her Desolator, and you know she's not doing too well in terms of farm right now. But once she gets that Desolator, the team fight can turn around for that Bristleback as well. It looks like 5-man push up on top lane here, and the net worth shows that Bristleback and I'm not surprised at all. I'm sorry. He's gonna get the highest net worth right now, but Mirana has her Desolator up. Nyx Assassin has his big dagger up. He's kind of figured out that, you know, now that I can't gank them, now that, you know, they are 5-man grouping up and I can't gank them, I might as well go in for the big dagger and kill. So he will be looking that, but he has to be careful not to get caught up by Puck with Waning Rift, because if he blinks into a Waning Rift, he's gonna get silenced and he's gonna not be able to do anything except to right click. Huge smoke up here, 1, 2,
Missing top.
4 heroes smoked up, Nyx Assassin with Vendetta up, and that Moonlight Shadow as well, and he's gonna get not much damage there because he's gonna actually turn his back, and now he's gonna try to use Drums of Endurance to get away. The arrow will land as well, and that's the first death for Ambitron there. A good pick off here, because considering that Bristleback is really tanky, but 4 heroes committing to that attack just means that this just proves how tanky a Bristleback is and how hard it is to take him down. So, and you really want to be doing that in team fights to try to take him down first, because he does so much damage in a sustained fight. However, with this, they are going to go for the Roshan, and Roshan is dropping very quickly as well. It's going to be a 19-20 minutes Roshan, and MTS Gaming has no idea because they do not have wards around. So both teams, right now, well, Team Overrated does have the advantage in terms of as well as EXP. MTS Gaming, they are getting some map control. I say some simply because they only have 1 ward here and 1 ward here, and even this is just a sentry ward. They have taken the towers as well, so that gives them a tiny bit of goal. But what I think they really need is to be keeping those wards up so that they know they can do some hunting of their own. And the Thunder Lizard, Guan Ji.
Regeneration.
Missing middle.
And both teams just grouped up as 5 right now, or rather 4+1 in terms for MTS Gaming. He's just trying to get his farm up right now. I believe he will be going for a Hood of Defiance into a pipe, yes. And now MTS, they have to defend the top tier 1 tower, because if they lose any more towers, that's going to give Overrated a really huge advantage over them. Toyman's the first in here, and that's really dangerous because he can't stun them in time. Oh, walking into the arrows again, Axel, and the blink coming in from Nyx Assassin. I think Storm coming in as well. A bit out of position. The Visage Feminist will fall. Murph is now gonna try to get out there. He's taking a long damage. The Echo Slam comes out from South there. Antitron wading into the thick of the battle, but he is getting forced out there. And now 1-for-1 kills here. Toyman going to drop once again. Axel blinking in, trying to get trying to get a crash off here, but no, basically everyone on MTS just dropping too quickly here. They will not be able to actually defend top tier 1 tower. The top tier 2 tower is going to drop as well. There's tons of damage coming out from the Templar Assassin as well as Rabadaki with his Detonator.
is under attack.
So, you know, MTS Gaming, they have the stunts. The Nyx Assassin Blink-In was a huge bait. I wouldn't even call a bad death or something. Just a huge bait. They popped everything on the Nyx Assassin, and they got so disorganized, I would say. Merv didn't throw up his kinetic field early enough to prevent the rest from coming in. If he did that, it would have been huge because his teammates wouldn't have been able to join in the fight. And his static storm just basically hit only the Nyx Assassin, and then he could not, and basically the rest of his teammates just juked around Team OverRated just juked around the static storm, and basically Disruptor got shut down really early. Troy wasn't in the thick of the fight, and Andy wanted to get in there. He was right in there, in the thick of the fight, but had no support as well. No, it kind of felt like the MTS guys were saying, you know, shall we go, and you know, ended up not going. So maybe a bit of miscommunication there. Right now, we're gonna have a quick pause for Rabadaki and the Mirana here. Doing not as well. I mean, looking at the number of KDA he has 004, but that is so much better than what MTS has right now. In terms of items itself, we do have boots up on almost everyone except Troy. He has opted to go for the mech instead. And we have 2 blink daggers, so this game is gonna be full of blink daggers. We have 4 blink daggers all around. Mirana, Rabadaki on the Mirana has the Desolator up quite a few minutes back. Also has the Aegis, so she can go ham if she wants. Yasha up on Kings, who will be building that probably in Manta style. And we see Troy shouting there. Like up on Peppers here, and finally the 2 blink daggers on 2 really important heroes. By the way, they have the stuns for the team, so they have the guaranteed stuns. Nyx Assassin, of course, his is not a guaranteed stun unless you actually land it, because now it is attack ground rather than point target. Oh, sorry, it is still point target. It is no longer right click on a hero to attack. Gonna go Vendetta right now. Start out someone in the jungle, and this is what I was talking about. MTS, they just don't have sight, and it allows Nyx Assassin to freely gank MTS Gaming. This Vendetta is gonna run out here, bring back to safety of his side, on his side of the river, and MTS Gaming, because they do not have sight, they are just forced back so much. Look at this. Templar Assassin has actually gotten her BKB. She has pulled ahead in terms of net worth as well. 1,000 points hit in net worth, and she's gonna just hide around, not opting to go for that Blink Dagger build. So she will have a haste rune as well, and the arrow will land on no one choice, dropping a bit low simply because of that Fisher doing so much damage. And Klaus is just hanging out on the top. Will get spotted out by the ward though. Now everyone's just waiting. This is the calm before the storm. Arrow will land on Andytron and decide to go in. Then we go to Echo Step. Will hit all 3 heroes there. And Earthshaker will get a triple kill. Andytron's gonna drop, and it is a team wipe once again. Wow, huge team fight there, and Murph calls the GG 24 minutes in. OverRated has 15 kills to 1 kill on MTS Gaming, and this will be that's all she wrote. That's what Cold Blood likes to say. Very good game. played by both teams. I kind of felt that MTS Gaming, they just didn't have the sight, they didn't have the map control. OverRated, they knew when to push, and they got their farm off as well. At the end, looking at the net worth itself, TA actually getting King's actually getting the highest amount of net worth here. Looking at the GPM, there we go. He has the highest GPM as well, 514. And if I had to vote an MVP for this match, I would kind of say it would Nyx Assassin or the Earthshaker. Nyx Assassin getting his farm that even though he was a melee off-lane solo hero, just proved how strong he was. So once again, this has been the CyberGamer Open League for Dota 2. My name's Maya Akana. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you soon. Do keep yourselves updated on my Facebook page as to when I cast next. Thank you very much for tuning in, and this is Maya signing off.